Today's warm-up we're mostly going to be doing from the floor, so we're going to jump right to this pretty quick. You're going to lie down on your side. Now, I like to put my shoulder on the floor for this and my hand under my head. You don't have to. You can, whatever works to make your neck comfortable. You're going to take your top leg, you're going to make it straight, you're going to bring it up and down. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to see my foot stay sideways like a side kick. That's what you want. And stop. You're going to roll to the other side. I'm going to swing around and do the same thing. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now from here, you're going to keep your legs straight. You're going to make a circle. You're going to go forward and around and back. We're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now you're going to go the other direction. You go back, around, and forward. 1. Loosening up through your hips. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Swing around back to the other side. The same idea. Right? We're going to take that leg. We're going to make that circle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go the other direction. 1, 2, 3. Big circle. 4. Big circle. And 5. Okay, now for this next one, you can either put your foot flat on the floor behind your leg, so it's like this, or you can put it in front of your leg. Doesn't really matter. The important thing is you're going to lift up your bottom leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. I'm swinging around. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now from here, you may need to watch for a second. You're going to roll onto your belly. You're going to have your elbows on the floor, your tummy on the floor, right? Now, you may need to turn your belt to the side. I actually find that can be uncomfortable, especially on a hard floor. You're going to pick up one leg, doesn't matter which one, you're going to lift it up, right? We're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Ready? 1, 2, 3, look forward or even up. 4, 5, 6, 7. If I look up, I can't speak though. 8, 9, 10. Other side, same idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. From here, we're going to sit up into a normal straddle kind of stretch. So feet are apart. You can lean forward. Just a couple seconds. Okay. Now, we got a bonus move. This is not for everybody. You got to be pretty flexible for this to work. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. From here, without moving, you're just going to pop up your behind. Right like that. And we're going to do 10 push-ups right here. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then crawl forward. Oh, take that stretch out of your legs. Okay, like I said, that one's not for everybody, but if it was for you, well, fantastic. Okay, so we're done warming up. Let's get into the main part of class. So we're going to go over some break falls today, and we're going to be working on some of the details of our foot position and our head position that make a break fall go from being like pretty effective to very effective. Now, one of the key things we always talk about with break falls, the most important thing is don't let your head hit the floor, right? Now, what we want to go over today are some of the details of making sure our head doesn't hit the floor. So we're going to start off with a side break fall. And what I want you to do is just watch the first time, right? So when I go into, let's say I'm in a side break fall position, right? And we're just worried about my head right now. A lot of people aim for this, where their head is off the floor, but not by much, right? Because this is kind of a neutral position. This is where your head kind of normally wants to be, as compared to here, where it's just kind of, you've let your head bang on the floor, or the desirable, your head is way off the floor as you do a break fall. Now, the trick to that is your head is way off the floor, but your shoulder stays down. Right? So I can get my head way off the floor. All I have to do is lift my shoulder up. Right? But you don't want to do that either. You have to find that fine line where your shoulder is down, but your head is up. That's kind of what you're struggling to make sure you have happen when you do your side break fall. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of true stories today when we talk about break falls. And the one I want to start with is the first time that I did a break fall after I started martial arts, or the first time I tried a break fall, I should say, right? And I'm not talking about in class, I'm talking about like outside, right? So when I started martial arts, right, and still to this day I have a brother, and when we started martial arts together, before we started training, we fought a lot, right? He's 2 years older than me, and we used to argue and we used to wrestle and stuff like that, and not a good thing. And when we started martial arts, it really, we stopped doing that a little bit, but it took some time to go from like fighting all the time to not fighting at all. And I remember the first time that my brother and I were like on the front yard, we got into an argument, and he went to knock me down, he knocked me down, and I fell down, and I went to do my break fall. But instead of landing properly, I landed on my elbow, okay? And instead of on my shoulder, right, which is what I'm just saying, hey, you got to make sure your shoulder touches. And when I did that, my shoulder slammed right into my face, and it really hurt, okay? And I was like, oh man, I've got to make sure when I do a break fall that I get my shoulder down so my head doesn't suddenly slam into my shoulder, okay? And ever since then, when I've done break falls and I land the right way, it doesn't hurt nearly as much. But that's something that you want to be aware of, that if you land on your elbow, your shoulder slams into your face. You can also break a couple things, hurt your elbow, all sorts of bad things that you don't want to do when it comes to doing your break fall, right? And you can either learn the easy way, which is learning by me just telling you the story, or you can learn the hard way, where you're going to fall down at one point, you're going to land your elbow, and be like, wow, that feels terrible, I never want to do that again. So we're going to get practicing now. We're going to do some break falls together. I want you to start just lying down on your side. It really doesn't matter which side, because in a minute you're going to switch. And let your head rest on the floor, okay? And then from here, keep your shoulder down and just pick your head up. Right, so we're going to do 3 of those. Ready? Heads down, resting, very peaceful, and then up. Now, another thing you might notice is my hands are in front of me. I don't want your hands underneath of you. Right, so rest, 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 and head up. One more time. Rest, 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 head way up. And again, not a little bit up, as high as you can get it. Like you're trying to get your ear to touch this shoulder. Okay? Good. So now we're going to sit up. We're going to lie down the other side, right? And we're going to do the same idea. Heads down, hands are in front, and pick your head way up. Good. And rest it back down. And pick your head way up. And rest it back down. One more time, pick your head way up. Try and get that ear to touch your shoulder. Good. And good. Okay, sit on up. Now, one thing people say to me sometimes, they do this, they say, when I do it, my neck starts to burn. That's just you strengthening the muscles in your neck. You need to make those stronger, so when you do your break fall, you don't hurt yourself, okay? We're going to do our back break fall. I'm going to turn sideways for this one, but before I do that, I want to help you understand where you're trying to get your chin and your body to be. And you probably just want to watch this. What I want to do is I want to get, if I'm sitting up tall, I want to try and get my chin to touch as close to my belly button as possible. Now, you can't get your chin to touch your belly button. If you do, you need a doctor. Something has fallen off and you don't want that. But you want to get your chin to come way down like that, and you can see that from the side. From here, this is up tall. I bring my chin way down like that, okay? That's the kind of position you want to be in. So if I'm lying on the floor and I'm resting and my head is down and all this stuff, it looks so peaceful. I bring my head way up and I try and get my chin to touch by my belly button. Good, and rest, right? So we're going to do 3 of those together, right? So get yourself in position, right? Bring your chin way up and in. Good, and rest. And way up and in. And rest one more time. And way up and in. And some people tell me, sometimes they want to do this one if I feel it in my muscles in my tummy too, right? Okay, good. Means you're getting stronger and you're working out the muscles you need to kind of bring your head up. Now, one thing you probably noticed, and I'm going to go over again just to be sure, when I do this, my shoulders
staying on the floor.
Now, one of the ways you can force yourself to do that is you put your hands up like this.
And if you can hold your head up like this, with your hands up as high as you can, well, your shoulders are going to be on the floor pretty well. Okay?
So let's try 2 more with your hands up. This is kind of a way of checking to make sure you're not cheating. Right? So hands up, elbows up,
And then head up. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, rest.
good. It's kind of hard to talk when I'm doing it that way, but that's okay. Ready? And
Head up, chin close to your chest, not out on your chest.
you can feel it touching your own body. One more time. Hands up, elbows up.
And come up. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Okay. So on the 3 break falls, we've just done our back break fall and our 2 side break falls. We talked about the position that gets our head the furthest away from the floor while still keeping our shoulders on the floor. And that's going to be the safest way to do your break fall, and it's going to help you if you're falling really fast. Now, you probably are not falling really fast because we're sitting down on the ground, right? But if you were falling kind of far or hard, right, you want to kind of be as safe as you can, pull that head way, way away, and spread out the force across your body instead of onto your head, okay? Now we're going to do our front break fall. In our front break fall, we have the same goal of trying to get our head as far away from the ground as we can, but we're going to do that by turning our head, not pulling it backwards, okay? So I'll show you. We're going to practice this from our knees. I'm going to show you side leg, right? We're here. We fall down on our elbows, right? So our elbows are on the floor, not our shoulders this time. And if you see here, right, when my face faces down, my thumb can touch my head. But if I just turn, look at how much extra distance there is, right? It's like a whole other fist in there. That gives me an extra fist of safety, right? So again, this, my nose is pretty close to the floor. This, my head is farther away just by turning it, okay? So let's try that. Sit up tall, right? We're gonna fall down onto our arms. When we fall down onto our arms, we turn our head so our head is as far away from the floor as possible. Good. We're going to try that one more time. Ready? Fall down on your arms with your head turned. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So those are the details of our head when we do our break falls, right? Let's do all of them really, really fast. Doesn't matter to me which side you do first, just as long as you do one side. So fall to a side, land on your shoulder with your head up. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the other side. Same idea. Fall down on your shoulder. Head up. 3, 2, 1. Good. And sit up. I'm going to do a back break fall. I'm going to lie down on my back.
And again, head way up on my chest. 3, 2, 1.
Last break fall, we're going to do our front break fall. Start on your knees. Fall down on your arms. Head turned to the side. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now we've gone through what our head does. Now we gotta go over what our feet does. What our feet do. What our feet does. That's funny. Anyway, so let's go over what we do with our feet. We're gonna start with a side break fall. And it's gonna be the same on both sides. We're still gonna have our head in the right place. So we're gonna lie down on your side, right? And if you want to do this one with me, go ahead. And if you want to just watch, that's fine. Your head is way up. You pick up your top leg and you bend it. Okay? I do not want this to be super duper straight because it actually makes it harder to hold your leg up. If you sat here for like, I don't know, a few minutes with your leg up like this, be like, that's actually kind of hard, right? And if you bend your knee, like, oh, that's kind of easier, okay? It's easier to hold your leg up if it's bent than if it is straight. So keep it bent with your head way up, okay? So we're gonna try that. Let's do it 3 times on this side, right? So lie down on your shoulder, head is up, leg is bent, and knees are up and apart. 3, 2, 1. Sit back up. We're gonna do it again. Lie down. Take your time. It's not about being fast right now. It's about the details. Head up, leg bent. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go one more time. Ready? Lie down on your shoulder. Head way up. Leg is bent. Legs are apart. 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Okay. So that's how you do your side break fall. We just got to do the other side. All right, so I'm going to scoot so I'm still in camera. We lie down on our shoulder. Make sure your shoulder is down. Make sure your head is up. Leg is up. Bend your leg. 3, 2, 1. Good. And we sit back up and we try it again. Ready? Lie down. Make sure your shoulder is touching. Make sure your head is up as high as you can get it. Try and get your ear to touch your shoulder. Leg is bent and up in the air. Okay, and back up. Try and remember those details. Ready, set, go. Shoulder down, head up, leg up and bent. 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. Ready? See if you can remember everything without me having to remind you. Ready? Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Now we got to do our back break fall. Back break fall is a little bit tricky. I'm going to explain this one to you once. You may want to watch it first. When I lie down on my back, and my head is way up, I have to make sure that my legs are a little bit away from me, not coming up over. So you can see as soon as my feet come this way, my head hits the floor, right? Now, if I pull my chin in, maybe I have a little bit more safety and I won't hit my head down, but I don't want to have my legs rock this way because I immediately start to smack my head on the ground. What I need to do is push them out a little bit that way, okay? So when you do your break fall, your chin is up, your shoulders are down, and your feet are pushed away from you, okay? So let's try and do that. Ready? Head up, shoulders down, legs out. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right? Now you may say, well, Sensei, now I really feel it in my stomach when I do it that way. It's hard to do it. Okay, then you're getting stronger. Ready? Shoulders down, head up, legs out. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do this one from sitting up. So come on up. Right? We're going to lie back down, keep our head up, keep our legs out. Ready? Go. Shoulders down, head up, leg out. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more time. And again, if you want to do the trick with your hands up so you don't let your arms cheat, you can do that. Ready? And lie down. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's do it one more time. Ready? Set, go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So that's our back break fall. Now we're just going to talk a little bit about what our legs do on a front break fall. On a front break fall, once we do the first part, where we have our elbows down, our head to the side, right? When I put my legs back, I have to keep my hips up, but not too up. So this is bad, right? This is kind of like holding a plank, but like, Sensei, holding a plank, that's good. It is good, but just not what we're doing, okay? You want to have your knees down. You want to turn your head to the side and then pick up your legs. Ready? Here. Pick up your legs, keep your hips kind of at the same height they were before. And also my feet are a little bit apart to give me stability. I'm going to scoot a little bit into frame so you can see me a little better. 3, 2, 1, rest. Let's go again. Ready? Set, front break fall. Arms down, head to the side, legs back, keep your hips up, your feet are apart. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so hopefully as we've gone through some of these details on your break falls, you've picked up something that you didn't know. We're going to run through all of them one more time, just as a quick review, and then we're going to move on to the next part of class. So we're going to pick a side. I don't really care which one, as long as you do one of them. So go ahead, lie down on a side. Think about what you're doing. Shoulder, head, leg. Sit up. You got another side. Let's do the other one. Ready? Lie down. Shoulder, head, leg. Good. Now we're going to do our back break fall. Ready? Shoulders, head, legs. Good. And now our front break fall. We don't really worry about our shoulders as much, but our elbows we kind of worry about. Elbows are down, head to the side, legs up. And again, your hips are up a little bit. Okay. Very good. So those are our break falls and then the little details that will help to keep you safer when you practice them or when you really need them, when you fall outside, you get knocked down, a million other things that could make you do a break fall. All right, so great job. Let's move on to the next part of class. All right, for today, we're doing a super fast review of all 4 of the beginner kicks. We're going to be doing 5 of each kick on each leg. Shouldn't take us very long to do, 40 kicks. All right, we're getting our fighting stance. Remember things we're looking for in a front kick. Hands up, keep your kick above your belt, look where you're kicking, recover back without falling over. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, switch your legs, we're moving fast. Same thing the other side, 5 kicks, same 4 goals. Hands up, eyes on target, recover back, kick high. Ready, 1, 2, if you're yellow belt, you should also kick fast. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, switch your legs. Okay, next kick, axe kick. Axe kick has the exact same goals for our white belts. For our yellow belts, the one thing we're looking for is our leg comes in and out. Ready? Axe kick with your right foot, 5 of them. And 1, 2, 3, get them up. 4, get them up. And 5. Switch your legs, same thing, other leg. Come up, come down, in and then out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, switch your legs, moving along. Roundhouse kick, a lot of the same goals. You don't have to recover back if you're a yellow belt, white belt. You gotta turn your base foot. Right, that's the big thing we're looking for from our beginners. So we're gonna land forward. We're gonna make sure we turn our foot. Ready? 1, land forward, reset. 2, land forward, reset. 3, land forward, reset. 4, land forward, reset. 5. Okay, switch your legs, same thing the other side. Ready, and 1, land forward, reset. 2, land forward, reset, almost there. 3, land forward, reset. 4, land forward, reset. 5, land forward, reset. Coming up on a lead leg side kick. For our lead leg side kick, still want to keep your hands up. Still want to kick above your belt, right? One of the things that's a little different, your kick, when it kicks, your foot is sideways. Right, very important, make sure you're doing that. Here we go, lead leg side kick, foot sideways, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch your legs, foot sideways when you kick it out. Make it a side kick, not a bad kick. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got through our basic kicks, at least really quick, right? Let's keep moving on to the next part of class. We're going to work a little bit on pull 1 today, and as we work on pull 1 today, we are going to need something like a chair or a free bag, something that you can tap lightly that you won't break, okay? And we're going to be emphasizing the lightly thing. But we're not going to start using that. I'm going to just keep that there for a minute, have it nearby. We're going to start with just a quick review of the technique. We're going to do it 3 times, just to the air, nice and smooth. I'll go kind of slow. Feel free to go kind of fast. All right, so I set up a tug of war, and then we go, step, knee, hook, palm, grab, knee, and then I can do the takedown. All right, so let's do it a couple more times. Set up a tug of war, step forward and knee, step back, hook, palm, grab, knee, and takedown. All right, one more time. Set up a tug of war, knee, left hook, right palm, grab, right knee, and then we have the takedown. Okay, so that's a quick, simple review of the technique. Now I want to talk a little bit about range. When we do our technique, you want to have an understanding of the range of the technique, and that's a little bit hard to practice without a partner, right? You know, we've been doing a lot of practice to the air, and you could use a partner for this. You know, you got someone in the house like, hey, can you practice with me? But if you don't have a partner, you can use this chair just to use it as a simple range finder. Now, when I go to do the first knee, this is a very common mistake. People set up for tug of war, and then they step in the knee, and they're up high like that, which is not what you want. You want to step close, and you want to hit with your knee while it's still well below your belt. Okay? Probably going to be hitting somewhere in the middle of the thigh. Okay, maybe into the groin, right? But I want to hit here. Now, to do that, I have to be pretty close, because if I'm this far away, I can't reach it. Okay, so you step in really close, and I end up putting my foot kind of like almost next to the chair, right? Very close to it. So what we're going to do is just play with this. Don't do it hard. Don't do it fast. It's just for range. Set it for tug of war. Step in, knee, and then come back. All right? Set for tug of war. Step in, knee, and come back. Right? Let's do one more. Make sure you're really close. Right? Set up for tug of war. Step in, knee. Right? Now you can do this with a jump, obviously, but we're just doing it kind of slow. Okay? Now the reason I wanted to do this with you is because once you get into this range, you have to know how the rest of the strikes work. So when I step back, if I throw a hook, that's kind of above the chair, which is where they would be, right? Because basically they'd be standing here, that'd be the chair, right? So I step in and hit, boom, I hook, right at them, I palm heel. And you can see I'm close enough to hit with both these, right? My hand is going over the chair, which means I'd be able to hit their body, okay? If I'm out way far like this hook can't hit. Right, you see here, boom, throw a hook, look how far away from the chair I am. Right? That'd be how far away I am from the person I'm trying to fight. I gotta get close so I can hit them. And then I can hit them. Okay, so what I want you to do is you're gonna play with it this time and make sure when you do your hook, your palm heel, that you're able to be over the chair. Now, if the chair is like, oh, it's too tall for me, we have a giant throne or something. No, let's turn it this way. Gets the same job done, right? Step in, knee, step back, hook, I'm over the seat, palm heel. I like the other way personally for me because it's the right height, but you get the idea. Let's do it 2 more times. I want you to be aware of your hands being over the chair. So step in, boom, step back, my hands over the chair, just like that. Right? One more time, and then I'm going to show you the range on the last knee, right? So we step in, we're really close, boom, here, here. Okay, now, you might remember that when we talk about doing the last knee is to the stomach. And if I try and stand here and bring my knee up, I can't get to stomach height, right? Because there's something in the way. In this case, a chair, right? In a self-defense situation, a person, right? So I have to be sneaky and I have to come around and hit like a roundhouse kick. So the trick to this is I step a little bit away from the chair and I do my roundhouse. I'm going to show it to you from this side just so you can see it. So you can see my foot's here. I step in, I hit with my knee, I step back, 1, 2. When I go to do the knee, I'm out a little bit so I can hit with my other knee. And that knee is hitting like a roundhouse kick. So if you look at it without the chair, because we don't need the chair all the time, I'm in tug of war. I'll mirror for you guys. I'm in tug of war. I step in, I knee, I step back, I hook, I palm, I grab, I step out a little bit. You have to figure out how much based upon how big you are, but that's something that you practice. And then you do your knee, and you would hit right into their stomach, right? So a lot of range that kind of folds into that, and it builds off that first knee being close enough that you can then hit with a hook, and then hit with a palm heel. And then you gotta make room to hit with your last knee. All right, so we're gonna practice that a couple times. Get your, whatever your target is, your chair. If you're using a wave master or a heavy bag, you might be hitting the heavy bag with all these, and that's perfectly fine, right? But for now, I'm assuming you don't have, training equipment, and we can practice with something as simple as a chair. Don't break the chair, don't break yourself. Ready? Let's go. Step in, knee, step back, hook, boom, palm heel, boom, grab, step out a little bit, knee, boom. And that knee's like a roundhouse kick. I'm gonna turn face you, do the same thing. Ready? Step in, knee, step back, hook, palm heel, grab, step out, knee. There you go. Let's try it again. I'll do one more facing you. I'm in my tug of war position. We're fighting. I step in, my knee, boom, I step back, I hook, I palm heel, I grab, I step next to it, and I knee, boom, just like that. Okay? So that's the kind of key components with regards to range as you practice pull number one. And practicing range is important. Once you've got the pattern down, you want to kind of understand how those pieces fit together, make sure you can get that knee in. You can use a chair, you can practice with a family member at home. Volunteers only, no, just like grab grandma. And you could use a weight master heavy bag too. It works just the same. All right, so great job. Let's move on to the next part of class. So we're going to get started today on our push-ups for the month. We're going to be doing 72 push-ups. Do sets of 12 of 3 different push-ups twice. We're going to start off with side-to-side push-ups. When you do a side-to-side push-up, you're in your push-up position. We're going to be doing most of these on our knees because it's really hard to do 72 with your legs straight for most folks, especially doing them fast. We're going to come down, come up, bring our hands together, hands apart, come down, and then go back to where you started. Hands together and apart, right? One more, down, together, apart. Just like that. That's how you do your side-to-side push-ups for the workout today. Next push-up for today, we're doing diamond push-ups. When you do a diamond push-up, your hands kind of make it like a diamond, right? Bring your hands down to the floor. You try and get your chest to touch your hand, and then you come up. Chest goes down to touch your hands, and you come up. Let's do one more. Down and up. That's how you do a diamond push-up. Okay, the last push-up we have to do today is what's called a close elbow push-up, where you try and get your elbows close to your body. So normally when you do push-up, you can see this from the front, your elbows go out. For today, we want to have our elbows stay in, close to our body. I'll show you from the side what that kind of looks like. From here, it comes down close to my body and come up. Right? So that's our close elbow push-up. All right, so we're going to get started. 12 side to side, 12 diamond, 12 elbows close. Stop whenever you need to. Full range of motion is more important than doing with your legs straight. When you mark, or even being fast. When you mark, get set, and go. You can go faster than me, go ahead. Keeping pace with the slower folks. Remember, after this, you got diamond push-ups. Okay, and you can shake your arms out whenever you want. Give yourself a break. All right. When you're ready, we're on to diamonds. You can even stop in the middle of a set. If you want, shake out your arms. The most important thing is get that full range of motion. So if your arms start to feel like they're not working anymore, if you need to pause the video, that's okay. All right, we got 6 more. I got 6 more of these. I don't know how many you got. Good. All right, if you're done with those, you should be getting ready to do your close elbow push-ups, where your elbows stay close to your ribs. Got 12 more of these to finish up. Let's do it. And again, if you're ahead and you're done, go ahead and take a sip of water. If you're not done, you can always pause this. Good. Or you can stop, shake it out. Don't stop for too long. Don't take like a 20-minute break and go like play some video games or something. No, just like a couple seconds, pull yourself together, right? Get 6 more. All right. 3 sets down of side to side, then diamond, then closed elbows. Okay, second set of 3, right? Know what to do, go a little bit faster. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's 12 for me. If you're ahead of me, great. If you're behind me, that's okay. After side to sides, remember we got diamonds again. Quick ones, ready, set, and go for me. Good. And if you need to rest, shake out your arms. All right, do whatever you need to do. Last bunch of push-ups, 12 more, and you're free. All right, for push-ups at least. Ready? I'm going. Let's do it. Close elbows. All right. 72 push-ups down. Be proud of yourself if you made it through. Let's keep moving on to the next part of class. We're going to quick run through some of the combinations we've done recently, a couple of short-range combinations, and a couple of long-range combinations. Let's get started with the short-range combinations. We're going to be doing a cross elbow, and then we're going to do a march knee, right? So you're going to do your right, then your right. Again, right, right. And there are plenty of details on this, but for now, we're just doing the broad strokes, right? This is basically what it's supposed to look like. Part of the technique. 3 more. Let's do 1 more. Okay, so we're going to switch our legs. We're going to do the exact same thing the other side. You're going to use your left elbow and then march it. 1, 2, 3, and again, there's plenty of details you can work on, but we're just reminding ourselves of these combinations today. We're not really focused on the detail work for this session. We'll do 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, so now we're going to switch up. We're going to do a cross elbow. We're going to step through a knee. So it's going to be right elbow, left knee. Ready? 1, right elbow, left knee. 2, right elbow, left knee. 3, 4, 5. Okay, switch your legs, same basic idea. Left elbow, step with your left, right knee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, from here, we're switching up to doing some longer range combinations. We're going to start off with a jab, lead leg front kick, hop step front kick, regular front kick, right? 3 on the same side, so it's going to be left, 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 right, reset, again, left, 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 right, nice and smooth. You don't have to have our fastest and strongest kicks right now, but if you're feeling up to kicking with some more intensity, you can. You won't get into trouble for it. Good. All right, we're going to switch our legs, so it's going to be right, 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 left. Take your time. Jab, lead leg front, hop step front, regular front, and reset. Nice and smooth. I'm going to show you a couple of these from the side. Don't step on the jab. Let's do 2 more. One more coming back at you. Okay, one more combination to review like this. We're going to be doing our long range combination. Starts off with a right cross, left roundhouse, left side kick. Bonus for some of you, right spinning back side kick. If you don't know the spinning back side kick, don't need to do it. You can just do the short version. Ready? Go. Cross, round, side, optional. Spinning back side. Again, cross, round, side, and potentially spinning back side. Let's do 2 more. Using your right, your left, your left, your right. One more time. Go. Ha, 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 ha. There you go. Okay. We switch our legs. Doing the same thing the other side. Fighting stance. Take your left hand, throw a punch. Right leg throws a roundhouse. Right leg does a side kick. Left leg spinning back side kick. Okay. We go again. Ready? Left, right, right, left. Again. Got my sides mixed up for a second. Round, side. Good. We got 2 more of these coming up. One more. Ready, go. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. Striking basics out of the way. Now we're going to start putting that into our prone technique. So we're going to quickly review standing up in base. We're going to do 5. I'll show you one. If you know how to do it, you can do it along with me, right? Set up, easy way is 2 hands down. You can do 1 hand down if you know what you're doing. Pick up your hip, step back through, stand up in a fighting stance. Okay? Do it facing you. Start with the easy way again. Ready? Pick a side, turn, pick up your hips, stand up, fighting stance. Okay. So we're doing it now, all right? You're doing it, I'm doing it 5 times. Take your time on the way down. No reason to jump hard onto the floor. Ready, set, and go. And again, you can do this on either side. So I'm switching. You can do one side the whole time, or you can do 2 different sides. And that's fine too. One of the goals you might have, first goal is to be able to do it with 1 hand up. If you can do that, that's certainly better than 2 hands down. Okay. Another goal to consider, keep your eyes on me, right? So when I go to stand up, I want to be able to look at the person who's threatening me. We got 1 more. We're down on the floor. We go ahead, we get up, and we're good. Okay, so now I'm gonna put that together. Here's what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna start standing right about here. If I say go, and I move towards you, you stand up in base and do one of those close range combinations with elbows and knees. If I say go, and I back up, do one of the longer ones with the kicks and the punches. You gotta read it. Now, the trick, gotta be able to watch the screen, obviously, right? If you can't see me, you're like, which way to go? Oh no. Well, that's a challenge, okay? So set yourself up on the floor. Ready, set, go. All right. And then take your time getting back down. Hopefully you just did a couple elbows and knees. All right. Hold on. Now I'm starting. Ready, go. Hang up. You do your thing. One of your longer range combinations. And then take your time getting down. I'm trying to give you an extra second or 2 to get down the floor, right? I don't want to see you racing that part. Get up quick. Throw your combinations quick. You're warmed up and ready to go now, but take your time sitting down the ground. Go. There they go. Elbows and knees. And then get yourself back down the floor. Ready, and go. Excellent. Hopefully you did some punches and kicks there. Come on back. All right, now this time I'm not gonna say go. You just gotta watch. When you see me move, you take action. Should be sitting on the floor though, right? And take your time getting back to your spot. I'm back in my spot. When I move, you move. Very nice. Hopefully you did a bunch of kicks there because you're able to read the distance, right? And being able to respond to that visual stimulus is really important. Make sure you're getting back down on the floor, right? It's not always about like someone tells you what to do. You got to figure out what to do. All right, there you go. I got pretty close. Hopefully you did some elbows and knees. Now, one thing I would say to you is if you want to practice this some more, it's a great thing to practice at home with anybody in your family. Just ask someone to say, hey, could you stand, sort of close to me? And then as I get up, then move forward or move backwards, right? And then I'll do a striking combination. If you're going to do that, be careful with your range, right? You don't want to elbow someone in the face. You don't want to elbow in the face, right? So important that you're careful with that. But with all that being said, great job working on your combos and prone 1. Let's keep moving on to the next part of class. All right, we're going to wrap up today with a little stretching time. We're going to start off a bit of a straddle, right? Sitting down, just lean forward, just relax. Hopefully after you're warmed up, you're really ready to benefit from kind of a long stretch. Good idea here is to keep your spine straight. Just relax forward. Okay, ease up slowly. We're going to switch to our next stretch. Next stretch, you're going to take one foot, you're going to bring it in, you're going to lean down over one foot. There's all sorts of tweaks you can put into this if you know how to do them. Big thing here is keep your leg pretty straight, keep your spine pretty straight, lean forward. Just relax. Good. Okay, ease up. Now, slight modification to this one. And for some people, this doesn't work too well. If it doesn't, try a different stretch. That's fine. You're going to take the foot that's in front. You're going to flip it behind you this way. And now you lean down. And you're going to feel this more on the outside of your hamstring. And again, you want to feel this in your thigh, not in your knee. So if you feel it in your knee, maybe you should change this one. This is kind of my tough stretch. This is the one where I feel it the most acutely. Outside of the hamstring. Good. Okay, so we're going to ease up. We're going to switch into a butterfly stretch. All right, take your time, get in position, and go ahead and lean forward. Now for this one, you have 3 things you're trying to accomplish at once. It'd be quite a stretch to be able to pull them all off. 1, you try and get your knees to the floor. My knees are pretty close to the floor, right? Another thing you try and do is you keep your feet close to your body. And the final thing is you try and get your belly button on your heels or your feet. Not easy, but it's a good stretch, in particular for people working on roundhouse kicks, trying to kick high. Good. It's also good for your lower back, which is nice. Good. Ease up. Now we're going to just take the other leg out, bring it off to the side. Same thing we've done on the other side. Just lean out there. Again, it's pretty normal to have one leg be a little bit tighter than the other, one leg to be a little stronger than the other. Find your right spot. Remember, the goal in stretching is to get that little burn, but not so much that it really, really hurts. If you're doing it too much, you tend to tighten up. Not what we want. Good. Okay, ease off a little bit. I'm going to take this foot that's in, we're going to flip it back out. All right, and we're going to go ahead and lean down. Oh. And when you're doing this, you're trying to keep your shoulder going towards your knee. You don't want to turn too much. Some people get too twisted. So it's become a different stretch. And if it hurts in this knee in particular, some people say they have problems in this knee. If so, don't do this one. You should not feel a stretch back here, really. Good. And ease up. Okay, we're going to go back to that very first stretch, which is also going to be our last stretch. We're going to hang forward and just go ahead. Now, we're going to be ending this in about 30 seconds. But you feel free to do this over and over again. When I want to be able to focus on kicking higher, these are some of the stretches that I like to use to open up so I can kick higher on roundhouse kicks, on side kicks, and on front kicks, because no one likes pulling my hamstring. That's not fun. Okay, so if you want to hang out and stretch some more, you're welcome to. Otherwise, thanks for coming today. Look forward to seeing you soon.